Welcome back to the Upfront podcast with Millie Elliott and myself, Keeley Davis, powered by 9 and 9 Now.
Women's State of Origin is exclusive, live and free on Channel 9 and 9 Now. So if you don't have a TV near you, you can just download the app. It's free. You can stream it. You can watch it. You can rewatch it. Go back. Big hit. Try. Go
That's what
back.
I like to do. Rewind.
You're a
watch
rewinder
again.
and you're a fast forwarder.
Yeah.
When we're taking ages in the scrums, you're like, oh, God, seriously.
Don't
fast
lie.
forward.
I've seen you rewind and watch a few of your highlights.
Oh, please. It wouldn't go for long. You're always doing that. You're like,
found my front. Quick, rewind. Watch again. 5 post contact meters.
Oh,
Keep that in there.
Keeley, 3 markers there. I'm going to run.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, why was nobody with me? Anyway, we're pretty excited, guys. A few reasons. One, we've got our first sponsor, thanks to Channel 9. And 2, it's camp day.
It is camp day.
I cannot wait. We're in here really early because we've got to head into camp. We didn't have any other time. We had the launch yesterday and we are, really, MVP Charlie for getting up at 6 o'clock so he can come and do this podcast.
Yes. He's the
Thanks,
best.
Charlie.
We did have time yesterday, but, things didn't go to plan. So
Well, we didn't because we ran out of time.
No, I
we had
know.
to do things.
I'm
That's
just
the whole
saying,
point.
we stuffed Charlie around. We stuffed Charlie.
We had to do things that we didn't think we had to do.
Yeah.
So we really ran out of time.
Yes.
That's the whole point of running out of time.
Yes. Anyway, yes. Camp day. I'm so excited.
I know. First day at camp is like always so much fun.
And you know what I've been thinking? I think the reason why it's so exciting, I don't know if the men get like this. They probably don't because they're in full-time environments.
True.
But
It's our little taste of
full-time.
full-time.
That's what it is because I just love morning trainings.
Yes.
It's the best
Training
ever.
in the days.
It's so good. And the fact that we get to do that every day, go for a coffee in the morning, it's like what full-time athletes is like.
I know. It is really cool. And also like rooming together. Not that like they obviously don't live together. So like, but they're seeing each other every day and they're training every day. But I just love the whole vibe of it. I love our team. Like I love it. I love our whole, like every year. It's always so great to come in and be a part of it. Like it's really special to be a part of Origin, I reckon.
It is. It is. And it's good. Couple new faces.
Yes.
We don't really know Grace and Liv too well.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice.
And like totally on other ends of the spectrums. How old is Grace and how old is Liv?
Yeah, how
Liv,
old is...
what a weapon. She's 31.
I can't
and making
believe
her
that.
debut. I'm so, so happy for her. I think she's a bloody gun.
Yeah.
And I think
she's
missed out a few times when she probably could have
years.
played and good on her for sticking with it.
And
so
then
good.
Grace
Camp
gun.
from the Raiders. I know. She's like 7 foot tall too. Like it's actually crazy. She's 7 foot, but she's a lot taller than me. I reckon she's taller than Kezzy too.
She is.
Wow.
They were going back to back the other day.
So they were not going back to back.
They were. And then, yes, I'm telling you, they were like back to back. And she was like, oh my gosh.
Stop it.
You're taller than me. Yeah.
Kezzy was not. She wanted to like see if she was still the tallest.
She's not.
Like the kid in year 6.
And is she still the oldest? No.
Yeah.
She been taken over?
No, she's still the oldest. Don't worry, Kezzy, you're not the tallest, but you are the oldest. Oh, God. I love Kez. Love her.
Me too.
All right. I've got a few little warm-up questions here because we're heading into camp. So I've got a few questions. Quick fire.
Okay.
Maybe just a sentence, you know. What's your favourite thing about camp?
Morning trainings and coffee runs.
Coffee runs.
What about you?
My favourite thing is just all being together all the time. Like I think it's so much fun. Like you go back to your room, you go to the team room, play some cards. You've just got friends around you all the time.
Yes.
You know?
Actually, sorry, I know you said quick fire, but what I also like to do, chuck my phone. I literally lock it away for the week.
Yeah.
Or like if I do a post and just leave it. Don't
post and ghost.
Post and ghost.
Yeah, well that's when you
go.
come up with the caption. You put up a photo last night. I swear to God. 40 minutes she was like just deleting, writing a new caption. My gosh. I'm like, Keeley, you're not this type of person. She's like, what about this? What about this?
No.
And she wanted to go the most plain Jane. No, wait.
This is why
she was like, I'm such a bland Jan. And I'm like, you mean plain Jane?
I like bland Jan better. But this was my thing. I was just going to put two emojis on there.
Up again.
And then Millie's like, that's so lame. You can't do that. Then I second guessed it. I should have just stuck with my guns. And anyway, I got peer pressured, which I usually don't do. Anyway, this was meant to be quick fire. Next question.
I like the no phone thing in camp too.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing about camp?
That's a hard one. I am obsessed with camp, but maybe like the choice of food. If you don't love it and there's only that there.
Yeah.
But to be honest, we're adults. We can probably get something else if we wanted to.
You can just like go and get something else if you need to.
Free food, I probably wouldn't. What about you?
It's the thing that I love, but also can sometimes hate. Sometimes it feels like a little bit like cabin fever when like if it's raining and you're just training then inside and out, you know, and if you're in one spot. But I don't really hate anything about it.
Nice.
It's a bit boring.
That is boring. Next one.
No, there's nothing bad about it, camp. Fave roomie you've ever had?
Okay. This is a hard question because I'll tell you why.
I've been your only roomie.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Origin?
In Origin, yes.
Well, what are we talking about? Like under 12s magpies?
I was going to talk about, I've played.
Corrimal Cougars?
Yes, Corrimal Cougars.
Oh, it's quick fire.
Back in the day, Corrimal Cougars, I always had, and for Dragons, Rakia.
Nice.
She's the best. Love Rakia.
Yeah.
Anyway, from 16 to 20, every roomie, we went to Canada, roomie. She's the best. Anyway, and I loved rooming with Rakia. Then at Dragons, it went to Emma in 2021. Stayed that. Then
seriously, was this a
Wait,
good
I'm just saying. And I'll say, I like everybody. I don't want to pick because it's all different times of your life, you know? Anyway, your answer, your favourite.
I was going to say you, but I'm now changing it. My first ever roomie I had was Kezi, so it's now Kezi. Okay. Kezi was my first Origin roommate, actually.
Was she?
I hadn't played any.
First Origin roommate?
Yep.
Was she really?
Yep. 2019. I literally didn't even really know anyone because I had just come from rugby.
That's actually wild. Your first Origin game, you hadn't played NRLW.
No.
That's bonkers.
I was playing rugby and then I played for Queensland City.
I know.
In the Nationals.
Yeah, I remember.
And Kezi comes up. She's like, that girl is born in New South Wales. She lives in Bega with me. And I'm like, what's this Kezi up to?
I can imagine her. She would have been like, that girl is
she
born
literally
in
comes
New
up
South
to my
Wales. She would have said it to the coach and everything.
Okay, this is a really good next question then. Teammate you bag out the most?
Easily Kezi Apps. But it's because we work together every day.
Yeah.
It literally would train together. I love her though. She's the best ever.
And it's also because you give it and she can take it, but then she also doesn't give it back. So.
No, and you got to watch it with kids. Sometimes I feel like I'm a bit too mean.
You are a little bit too mean, I will just say. Maybe want to watch it.
Yes.
I think last year I saw her crying one time after.
Shut up. No. Yeah.
My teammate that I bag out the most is you, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Bloody. Anyway, people like to pick on.
Okay, 10 years from now, what are the things that you'll miss? Like looking back, you won't be playing anymore.
I will in 10, but anyway, keep going.
You will be playing Origin in 10 years.
Maybe not Origin.
Okay,
but I will be playing footy.
20 years from now. You're talking about bagging kids. Yeah, you're going to be the one getting bagged out. I'm just saying.
It's okay.
Anyway, 10 years from now, what are you going to miss about Origin? What are you going to remember?
I think probably like running out. That's the best bit. Well, not the best bit. And just this time spent with people. Like you don't really, in everyday life, you don't get to spend anywhere near amount of this time with your friends, like your best friends. So it's just all the little things at camp that you get to spend all those like hours with. And then after the game, going out. Like it's just
the whole experience of camp. There's so much serious side, there's fun side.
Yeah.
Great people.
Like I would say it's seriously 50-50 with like how like 50% footy absolutely everything so detailed, which we don't even get to do at NRLW level because we just don't have the time together. And then 50% just the best time with your best friends.
Yeah, I agree. I back you up. It's the same. It's that whole like there's not like one thing in particular. It's just that feeling of being a part of camp.
Yes. And you know what? After the sheds, after you win too. That has to be the best.
Yeah. Like last year was depressing.
Oh yeah. Last year was.
Also, just to take it back a bit, now that we're in Coogee, we stay in Coogee a fair bit. We went to Priceline the other day. Sorry, this is totally going to the next topic. But we ran into a guy and he said, "Hi, Millie and Keeley. I really like your podcast. I listen all the time."
How sweet.
Honestly, Damien. Thanks,
Thank
Damien.
you.
Seriously, if you see us and you listen to our podcast, let us know. Really means a lot. So, yeah, thanks, Damien. Little shout out. Anyway, over to you. You've got a few topics you wanted to chat about.
I do have a few topics. All right. So I was thinking Mother's Day is coming up Sunday. We're not even going to be with our mums, but anyway, it's okay. I was thinking, what am I going to buy my mum? And then it got me thinking, I've bought my mum some absolute shocking presents. Like
I can imagine.
The worst.
I can imagine 9 out of 10 of your presents.
Yes, and I actually really love present giving. I take pride in it. And I get it from my dad with how bad we are at giving presents. Anyway, got me thinking, what is the worst present you've ever given?
Okay, I want to hear yours first because you've obviously got a lot. So I want to see like where we're at.
Okay, well, I'll say I've got two. So one was like one I made. I remember it specifically because I put so much effort into it and I was in the whole phase of it's about the love and the effort that counts. I might have been like 10 or something. So, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I went through all of my mum's like fragrances, like perfumes and moisturizers. Oh, poured them. So I emptied one fully out.
How old were you?
Like 10. Like a big jar of moisturizer. I thought she didn't use that much. I don't know. She probably did use it every day. Just fully scraped it out. Then mixed all of the other ones together to make a concoction of moisturizers and then poured some of her expensive perfume in it and then wrapped it with some ribbon and gifted it to her. Pretty much emptied 10 moisturizer bottles halfway and I gave that to her thinking she would love it.
And did she?
Well, she said she did, but it was still hanging in there when we knocked the house down in 13 years later.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, speaking of perfumes and stuff, I used to think that the way they made perfumes, and I would always do this with my friend Tessa, we would go to her backyard, get all of these flowers and put water and rose petals and then crush them up and put it in bottles because we thought that's how you made perfume.
Riveting.
Sorry, I was just backing on your boring story.
Okay. You got a worst present you ever received?
Worst present I ever received.
Or gave? Okay, I send you these the night before so you've got time to think about it.
Okay, I can't think of one. I'm grateful for every gift that I get.
I am too, but some are better than others.
Okay, what's the worst one you've ever received?
I'll tell you why. It's got a bit of a backstory.
Oh, here we go.
Honestly, it's a podcast. I'm allowed to talk. It's not all about you, okay?
I know it's not, but it's nice to, okay, go.
Okay, so I got a camera for Christmas. Absolutely loved it. One of the best presents I've ever received.
Sorry.
Anyway, we went down to my nan's house, like Boxing Day or something. We've all brought all of our presents down to nan's house and she has like a lot of rooms to stay at her house. So our whole family were there. Over 30 of us were staying in this place. We had like the caravans in the back. Anyway, her house got robbed. Her house got robbed. Everybody's presents got taken. My camera got taken. Like $5,000 got taken. A boat got taken. Like I can't tell you how much stuff got taken. Anyway, I was the first one to wake up and see the crime scene. And I noticed, and I watched a lot of crime docos at this age, I noticed that the door was open and I remember the door was closed when I went to bed. Anyway, big thing happened. All of our stuff got taken. Never got it back. That was in December. My favourite ever camera. Had it for one day. Come July, my birthday. Love you, mum and dad. They bought me a camera, which sweet, grateful. Thank you so much. But it was like nowhere near as good. And I was just like, oh, I got it. I had a really good camera. It got stolen, and then I wasted a birthday present on half a shit camera.
Okay, I reckon this is the difference between you and me. I don't have those stories because we literally grew up thinking we lived in poverty. So like, we grew up in a farm, and anything we got was great. It was like, actually, you tell you what my dad got me one year, a fishing lure, and I said, "Where like." That's like the shittest present ever. Like, where's the fishing rod? But like, he gave the fishing rod to Daisy and then like a line to Stella or something. Like,
there you go.
I know, but you know what?
Talking.
I was grateful. I didn't think of it as a bad gift.
I was grateful, but I remember thinking, this is a kind of a jip here. It's been robbed, and then I would have probably been happy with the same camera, but I got a worse camera. Anyway, love you, mum and dad.
Oh my God.
I now understand financial stress.
Yeah, exactly. And getting robbed. You were lucky we even got one.
Yeah, true. I know. Oh God. The boat getting stolen. Everybody's wallets got stolen. Yeah, they took a boat from the driveway.
Oh.
And fully took it with the trailer too.
That's probably worse than the camera, yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Were you like for Easter? Sorry, I know it's not Easter, but did you get like you would have been that kid who got like every single chocolate,
no,
all of the bunnies, all of the eggs, Easter egg hunts?
I was on rations because I had enough chocolate throughout the year. So mum would usually, I was like an only child because I'm so much younger than my brothers.
Yeah.
So she would get us like chocolate, like a few chocolates, but she'd get a little like gift in it instead of heaps of chocolate, you know?
Yeah.
So
you got
one year I got a little
gift.
iPod, you know?
An iPod?
No, like one of the little nanos, like the clip-on ones.
That
like
is so gross.
I know, it was, she was the best. Well,
for
she
Easter?
is the best. Yeah, for Easter. Like pajamas one year, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Mum loves giving gifts, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
When I was little, I got, like me and our fam, like I don't know why, we just didn't get much. Like I'm not whinging, grateful for the lessons. But like we were at our cousin's house, and for Easter, I got a little tiny little bunny, like it was tiny. And my brother and my sisters, they all got a tiny little bunny. And my cousins, they got big Humpty Dumpty and all of the little eggs and everything, you know. And I thought, I woke up first too, and I thought, no one's awake here. I'm going to swap my little bunny with my cousin's big Humpty Dumpty, and no one will know because the Easter bunny's done it, and everyone's asleep. So I swapped it, and I was like, yeah, nobody's seen, like, get tucked straight into
No, are you kidding?
Who's going to say, what is mum going to say, Millie, you swapped that, I did it, I'm the Easter bunny? No one said
it didn't happen?
No one said anything. Obviously, as the years went on, I felt really bad for doing that because I knew they knew I swapped it. But anyway, it was nice for 1 year to get a Humpty Dumpty, even though it was stolen.
Imagine your cousin and he looks at his family and he's like, they've all got...
I think he was pretty stoked that the Easter bunny came, to be honest. Like,
probably.
Anyway.
Okay, Millie. You know I'm always thinking about footy. You have to change one rule.
Okay.
What rule are you changing?
Okay. This is like hypothetical and obviously not a thing, but this is what I would do to give the props a little bit more credit in our game.
Ooh.
So, you're on the try line, in good ball. You're on the try line in the good ball. And someone makes a really good run, like a quick play the ball, wingers score.
Mm-hmm.
What happens then? Who gets the try assist? I reckon it should be the prop.
I like it.
If somebody scores after the prop's made a good run and it's a quick play the ball, it should be a try assist to the prop.
Maybe there should be a new category for it because I don't think it's a try assist, but you couldn't get the try without it.
Like
but
a try assist.
Yeah.
Assisting a try assist.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. The start of a try.
I don't think they ever get that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe there can be a new stat, but I don't know. What about you?
Okay, I was thinking a better one. And it's been spoken a better one, no offense. It's been spoken about a
just
fair bit.
because you're not a prop.
Close to it. Anyway, What do you think about this, Millie? I think you would like it and I think you'd be so good with this. So once you get subbed off, you don't come back on. So more onus on being fit in the middle. Think about how much that would break the game open.
Yeah, that's like rugby. You know that's rugby.
Once you get subbed, you don't come back on.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Like I knew that people don't usually come back on, but I didn't know you couldn't come back on.
Pretty sure. I mean, that always happened. You're right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
That's
once
hectic.
like, you know, in rugby, like people go off, they'll push them out, like, because it's 80 minutes, they'll push them out to like 60 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have finishes. That's why the subs are literally called finishers in rugby.
Okay.
And people get like clapped when they come off if they've played well because it means they're done. They're not going to come back on.
Gotcha. Interesting. But they have a bigger bench. I still want our
bench is like 7 people.
Yeah, I still want the 4-person bench.
Yep.
But imagine, I just feel like it would completely change the game and it'd be really exciting footy. Really exciting footy. And it would show.
I would actually like that, yeah.
I know you would. You're a fit middle. Very fit. So
that's about it. So I would like that rule.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like, think about even the outside backs though, how much room there'd be around the middle for it to open up.
And not like fresh middles on.
Not fresh middles.
Yeah, but then I think like
it would
having fresh middles makes the game more exciting too because it's faster.
Kind of, but I think as well you'd have to carry 2 different middles starting. You'd have like one who gets through so much work, who maybe doesn't bend the line that much, but is going to last a heaps long time, and then one maybe really explosive one. I don't know.
I like it. Yeah, you have to have both. You definitely have to have both.
Anyway,
it's a good one.
That's my rule
How long have you been
change.
sitting on that one, pondering that?
No, I heard it. I don't know where I heard it. Probably.
So
on
you're
a
not
podcast.
even giving.
Well,
you're not
I would
even
give it,
giving
but
credit to where you're hearing these. You're taking someone else's.
I absolutely am. It used to happen back in the day. Probably when your dad played.
How would you know?
Well, I don't, but I'm just saying I heard that they did it back in the day.
Yeah,
once they subbed,
changed
they
it.
stayed.
Well, they changed a lot of the rules now to make it better, so it probably didn't make the game better, and that's probably what.
Yeah, but I feel like the game's changed again, you know? Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Actually, I've got something I wanted to bring up. I think it's so funny. Okay, if anyone is friends or follows Ali Brigginshaw, I know she's from Queensland. If anyone follows her on Facebook, I'm going to get it up. She's been hacked so badly and there is nothing she can do about it. Like,
okay, and I was at her house when she got hacked.
No.
And she was fretting because she really likes I was like, who uses Facebook besides from Marketplace?
She really likes Facebook.
She loves Facebook and she also, she goes, that's where I get my news from.
They have no quit. Okay, I'm up on the Ali Brigginshaw. They've got photo, her and Kate and the family. They've changed everything. And I swear to God, this person posts every hour on the hour about, they just steal photos from her Instagram or tagged or
it's giving Martha from Baby Reindeer. If you've seen
I haven't seen it.
It's literally giving Martha.
Okay, so it's a mix of all of her own photos and captions. And then like random, like see that? Like
they're
retreat,
all Switzerland paintings.
Oh, this retreat is so spiritual. Like I couldn't think of anything better to do with my money, that kind of stuff. But then she'll fully post stuff about like,
okay, I've got a few of the captions.
They're so funny.
Good vibes, love heart. And it's a photo of a Switzerland river.
Far out.
Camping site, painting, mind you.
There's so
Peace
many.
of mind.
Okay, but what about this? Powered up like a maroon. Thank you, Harvey Norman, for keeping us energized on and off the field during Origin. She's doing fake free promos. She should at least be getting $1 for these.
Yeah, actually, I wonder how that can happen. I need help with that kind of stuff.
She is sponsored. She's putting all these things out there, and as well, like they're all old kind of sponsorships as well. So like all of her new ones.
There's photos from like 4 years ago with Broncos.
Yeah. It's all conflicting.
Love this one though.
They're all just like stock images
with some muffins by the bloody water. Imagine staying here, having your coffee and listening to the sound of the river.
Wait, 5 days ago, one more sleep. Like to what? You know?
They don't know women's footy. We're not playing.
Oh my God. Riding the coolest cable car in Switzerland. Like, it's a video of a cable car. Serious. Oh my God. Stop when she broke her nose.
Oh my God, what did it say? The caption on that is so
hard
funny.
nose energy.
Hard nose energy. And some people, some of the oldies, I think, don't know.
People full think like, shout out to Terry Gray liking every one of these. He's one of our old strappers. Like, he would have no idea.
He's like, yes, you powerhouse, Ali.
Oh
like,
my gosh. It's, oh my gosh. She's posted a video of her saying Ipswich to the Maroons. Like, she's gone from Ippy to playing for Queensland. Like, oh my God, personalised plates. There's another one. Anyway, I just think
we had a
someone
really
needs
good
to help
giggle.
this girl. Lego, I swear to God, every third one of them is a paid post. But she ain't getting paid. 2nd of May, heartbroken that they lost the semi-final 3 years ago. Anyway, sorry, Ali, we feel you and that sucks. Hopefully you get it sorted soon.
Yes, so you can get your news back.
So you can get your
friend.
news back. Yes.
Wrapping it up, Millie, I want to ask you, favourite camp memory or favourite camp generally?
Yeah, okay. You know what were really fun times? Throughout COVID, even though we lost both games, so like I've wiped the games from my memory, when we had to stay up on the sunny coast and we had to do like a quarantine camp.
It was the best ever.
It was so much fun. But the weirdest thing was we were literally in the same camp as Queensland. So like we'd walk past each other. It was just really, that was a weird vibe. But
that was actually the strangest
was
time ever.
Really
we would seriously,
strange.
our team rooms were attached.
They
so
just
if
had a thing
we
in-
listened, we watched the men's game, we could hear them celebrating when Queensland scored.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this is really
we
weird.
were literally just in like a concentration camp with them.
It had a fence. There was
It
a
actually
really,
was
really
fenced
nice
off,
pool.
and we both walked past each other. There was a fence.
Yes, there was a very, very nice pool. Not allowed
No
to go near
touchy.
it.
No
Not allowed
touching
to
the
go near
pool.
it. You can go in the lake.
We could go in the lake and get. Anyway, the point was the camp was really great because it was such great weather, and we were in there for 2 weeks. And the more camp, the better, really, for us.
2 weeks was so good.
It was really cool. Anyway, one of the camps. Oh, actually, remember when we did like a few things. We did like a dress up. We had like theme stuff.
Yes, we went as Kath and Kim.
We actually went as Kath and Kim.
I swear we didn't even know each other that well back then to dress up like that. That was our first camp together.
Yeah. Charlie was sending the photo. We went as Kath and Kim. It was
good fun.
It was good fun.
It was duos, the theme.
I think it was Halloween.
It was Halloween.
It was Halloween.
We played in October, so it was that year.
It was a late one.
Yeah.
What else happened that year?
Oh,
Yasmin was supposed to get married, but she had to postpone a wedding for like 3 times in a row because of COVID and outbreaks and not allowed weddings and stuff like that. Anyway, one of the days she was supposed to get married, it was supposed to be in camp, and we did a fake mock wedding
that
for
was
her.
the best.
And everyone fully dressed up. Like it was actually kind of like a little elopement wedding.
It was seriously like a wedding. I'd be
People
stoked.
like-
If that was my wedding, I'd be like,
Like
sweet.
she wore white, all of the bridesmaids, Mina,
was the father.
was the father giving her away. All the bridesmaids wore black. We had flowers from getting delivered from camp. Like it was actually really, it was fun.
the best.
It was cool. That was at the camp that you.
Yeah, I actually look back at that camp and I had the best memories ever, but it was
You've
actually
wiped
really
one
traumatic.
really bad one. From your mind.
Okay, so the whole camp, I was absolutely in 10 out of 10 pain pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was before you had figured out that you had rheumatoid arthritis.
Yes. So anyway, I was going to be playing. I was meant to be playing. And about 3 days before, no, maybe it was like the Monday and we played the Thursday, I didn't get through training. So my back was really, really bad. So went to go get a scan, and I was sitting on a chair, literally in the team room with like 3 other people. Anyway, I go to sit on the chair and
there's, I will just say, 500 chairs in this place.
so many chairs.
There's so many chairs, and you
So
go
many
sit
chairs.
on this one chair.
And apologies if I've said this story. I feel like I've said it 100 times. Don't know if I've said it on here. Anyway, go to sit on this chair. The whole back of the chair fully collapses and I fall straight on my back. And I can't tell you, when I couldn't walk properly before this, like
This
my
was
back
2
was
days
already
out from
so
the game.
bad.
Was it 2 days?
No, I think it was like 3 or 4. I was literally on my way to get a scan, and
You literally,
cortisone.
and you're a hooker. You need to bend down, pick up the ball, pass.
Anyway,
run, tackle.
I lay flat on my back. I could not move after that.
I was there, and we were like, do you know whether to laugh or cry? Like
And
it was
actually like everybody was
traumatic.
laughing/crying. Well,
We
you guys
knew
weren't
we were in-
crying,
we
but
knew
I
we-
was crying.
We knew you were in pain, but it was like, how the hell did that just happen? Like, you of all people who needs to be sweet, like.
Yeah. Anyway, I was like started laughing, and then because I was laughing and my back was so bad, I started crying because the laugh was hurting it so bad. Anyway, went to go get a scan, got an injection, didn't help. From that, it actually helped my diagnosis. Then I found out I had rheumatoid arthritis, literally from that fall, because it went straight down my legs and all the other symptoms I got. But I didn't actually get to play that game. I just had to watch.
Yeah, and that was supposed to be your debut.
That was meant to be my debut, and it was a tough watch because we got smacked, and also it was just sad generally. But
the camp
was
really
so good.
Yeah,
The camp, and then after was not good either. You smashed your face.
Oh, that was actually horrible camp.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to get nose reconstruction from that. One day. Yeah,
Yes.
that was horrible. We lost. You had a bad back. I had a broken face.
Yeah. It's
And
been
we
traumatic.
Anyway, I swear it was fun.
Yeah. I don't know what made it fun then. Anyway.
It sounds like the bad outweighed the good.
Well, hopefully we change it this time around in camp, and
that's it.
the good, it just gets better, you know?
That's it.
Oh, you know what I forgot?
Your tattoo that you got after that?
No, my tarot cards.
Oh,
The girls are going to be off me.
Keeley has tarot cards. She reads them to everyone who.
Would like them to be read.
Well, you just kind of do it anyway, even if they say no.
I had line waiting. And I said, come back later. I can't do too many people at once. It frazzles my mind.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway.
You literally just shuffle cards.
Yeah, and guess what? It's spot on. Miss Whale.
That whale one was actually really good.
Yes.
Anyway, that about wraps us up for today. We've got to go to camp, and we'll be back soon.
Yes. Thanks for listening once again. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.